Hello children, need voices, and anyone else that's watching. I want to post a video about non-molestation orders. I can't talk about my own case because I've been told that if I talk about it I'll be arrested. So I'm going to talk about a friend and something that he went through. Now, this friend, he was with his kid's mum and he treated her like royalty. He did everything for her. He spoiled her. He raised her kid. He raised his own kid. He took her on holidays. He took her to Paris for her birthday. He did the all rose petal thing with massage oils and everything. He did everything for this woman. And when they split up, he had access to his child for about a year and a half. He had her on weekends. He had her during the week. He used to pick her up for dinner, take her out for ice cream, whatever. And then all of a sudden he had an argument with his ex-partner, and he said that he was going to take her to court, and all of a sudden he got told that he couldn't see his child again. Now, a month later he was arrested for asking to see his child, and a couple of weeks after that he was served with a non-molestation order. Now, a non-molestation order is effectively a restraining order, and that tells you that you can't go within a certain amount of distance from the person that it's for, which includes your child. So effectively it puts you in handcuffs and it puts you on a chain, and you can't go anywhere near your child, you can't go anywhere near your ex-partner, and if you was to go anywhere near them, they would have the power to get the police to come and arrest you. So you can't go and see your child, you can't go and as a father or a mother, you can't go and walk up to them because you will be near your ex-partner. So this is a tool that a lot of parents are using now, which is what we are looking to change. That effectively it's a form of control, and that's what it is. It's a form of control. Now, this person got this non-molestation order. He went to court. He obviously denied the allegations that have been made against him. Now, bearing in mind, before you get a non-molestation order, you go to the police. Now, this person's ex-partner went to the police and wrote a statement with allegations on it. There was limited allegations in there, and it was enough for the police to go, I think you should get a non-molestation order. So the police encouraged that, right? And she obviously knew already, because she'd got one previously against somebody else, how to work the system. So she went and got this non-molestation order against my friend, and they got served with it, and they was then told that they couldn't go near their child. This person disappeared. They don't know where their child went, and because of this non-molestation order, it ties their hands. Now, my friend put a child arrangements application in, went to court, and the court hearing quickly turned into a non-molestation order hearing. Now, there was two separate courts, two separate hearings, and all they kept going on about, the solicitor of his ex and the judge, was the allegations. Now, my friend wrote a very detailed statement, provided a lot of evidence to prove that his ex was actually lying, and he received his first statement through. So she's written a police statement, then she writes the first statement for the courts. Now, the first statement for the courts didn't have everything in it, alright? So it had certain allegations in, but it didn't have really serious ones in. And then she submitted effectively her third statement, second one to the court, but the third statement she written. Now, this statement said that not only did he emotionally abuse her, physically abuse her, it said that he financially abused her and he sexually abused her, and possibly all the types of abuse, psychological, every type of abuse possible, you name it, he was accused of it. Nah, he went and back to drawing board and got evidence to prove that 80-90% of what she said are lies. Even the most serious allegations, he got proof through text messages, things like that, photographs, that this was lies. I mean, these lies were so extreme that she'd gone through his Facebook and found every post that possible that she could, screenshotted them, and they could be innocent posts, and she would twist them and exaggerate them to make it out like he put his daughter in danger, or he'd put his kid in danger, or he'd done something to her. It was all bullshit. Excuse my language, but basically everything was twisted. Now, after several court hearings, they decided to merge the child arrangements application with the non-molestation order. So effectively, the child arrangements application became a non-molestation order. This person went from applicant to respondent very quickly, and he's quite articulate. He's very able to argue his points. My friend he knows what he's doing. But every time he went in the courtroom, it was like there was no talk about child arrangements. It wasn't anything to do with the best interests of his child. They were literally talking about he's done this, he's done that, and anytime he disproved something else would come up. Now, one of the allegations was sexual abuse. Now, his ex-partner said that he tried to rape her. His ex-partner said that he sexually manipulated her. Now, he was sleeping with his ex-partner up until she decided to stop his access, and she was sending him text messages. Some people call it sexting. So she was sending dirty messages, videos, stuff like that. Obviously, it demonstrates that there's no sexual manipulation there. She was clearly knew what she was doing. She was still sleeping with him. Now, the judge asked, because he'd already provided evidence, then the judge asked his ex-partner to write a Scott schedule. Now, a Scott schedule is where they limit the allegations, so they'll break it down for anyone that doesn't know. So you say you've got 50 allegations, the judge will then say, right, we want you to pick out 6 allegations, and you have to write them down. Then the respondent has to defend them. So effectively, they're giving the ex-partner a chance to pick out 6 allegations out of all of them that they know you can't prove, because they've already seen the proof, they've seen the evidence, right? So my friend's ex-partner put her 6 allegations in, and surprise, surprise, the sexual abuse wasn't there, because she knew that he could prove it false. Now, that's the worst thing that she could have said about him. It wasn't in her police statement, it wasn't in her first statement to the courts, it was in a second statement to the courts, and in the Scott schedule it was no longer there, and it would be replaced by something stupid and petty that he can't even defend. So this person said, I'm not going to reply to these because I have proof. Now, after that, the judge agreed that this person needs to refine the 6 allegations and put them back in. Gave them a month, and they were months later. My friend is still waiting for these allegations to come across. And in his court hearing, my friend said the judge said he would give a 1-day hearing to cross-examine on these 6 allegations. And my friend said, well, no, I want a 2-day hearing. I want to be able to cross-examine her on all of them, because I have evidence to prove that she's a liar. And the judge turned around to him and said, I'll give you a 2-day hearing, but I won't find any of the allegations in fact other than the 6. So basically, the judge has said that any of the ones that he's got evidence for, they won't find it in fact. And they changed his order to say that he couldn't speak about it online. They effectively gave him a gagging order, and because they said that they wouldn't review any of his evidence, he went back online and he spoke about it. Not long after that, 5 or 6 police officers tried to kick his door off and arrested him, and he's now under investigation. So I guess my advice is that if you get a non-molestation order, don't contact your ex-partner. Provide as much evidence as you can. Stand by it. Don't get on a domestic violence course. You're admitting your guilt effectively. I know fathers and possibly mothers that have done it and it's gone against them. And just try and keep your head on your shoulders, because when you get stitched up and in this sort of manner, you're facing corruption. You're facing a system that allows your ex-partner to manipulate it and basically tie your hands. And what can you do about it? You can't do anything. You're powerless. And I think that's why so many people get so depressed. But Children Need Voices is there for anybody that needs the help, needs the support. And take it from my friend, we know how the system works. We know what stitch-ups you can face, and we know the sort of stress and emotions that you can go through. And we're going to change it. So keep your chin up, and if you need any advice, find us, Children Need Voices, on Facebook.